My father always said that he didn't want to do that. He always felt Polish and wanted to return to Poland and didn't feel he wanted to give up his rights to be a Polish citizen. So they were sent to Siberia at that point.
Because they didn't take on Soviet citizenship?
Yes.
Okay.
Because now they weren't welcomed. I'm sure there were thousands and thousands of people doing the same thing. All I know, it was very harsh conditions, very cold. My mother was very sick, had typhoid fever, was close to dying, and then, she begged the doctor to consider helping her instead of just letting her just get worse and worse. My father was always a strong-built person. He was, solid, strong, and my mother was always her whole frame was very narrow, small, petite. She didn't have a lot on her to help her during the illness. Mm-hmm. And they, shaved her head. She always talked about the lack of food, the lack of nutrition. She lost her period, her menses for 5 years,
Where were they living in Siberia?
In a labor camp. They called the area, I think in English we would say, see, so many of these words were said to me in Yiddish, and then I have to do that translation in my head, which isn't always easy. So they call, I think in English it's Archangels or something like that. Archangels is what they said in Yiddish, Archangels. That's where they were. And then, fortunate, they were able to sustain living there and until 43, and that's when they were freed.